All right, we're gonna get our match set up here. It's a Kibibite versus Yoshimi, and we saw Yoshimi earlier. They were the second place runner-up in the Connected 2021 Zone Battle mode. So I'm not sure who's the higher seed will be picking first. So Yoshimi will be picking. And of course, Yoshimi, being the runner-up for Zone Battle, picked Zone.
It's going to be interesting.
Good luck sign.
I feel like we might see kind of like a similar strategy that Kibibite is going to use, similar to Kirby, as Kibibite is also pretty good in Classic. So
what does that say? You something?
Kibibite also being good in Classic might try and win here and finish things off with Classic. However, as we saw with T-Flag, you can't count anyone here in the top 4 out.
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out. And right away, you could just see how fast Yoshimi is.
A perfect clear opener for Kibi.
Whoa. Did not see that coming. Wow. And there it is. 10 lines of garbage, just like that. Perfect clear. Can catch the opponent off guard. So Kibi pulling out some surprises already, just moments into the game.
Yeah. Does Yoshimi already have zone? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Yoshimi with the speed there, they totally just hammering down those line clears, and line clears are what build zone. Once zone's been charged up, you pop it, and you want to use it to unleash a huge attack on your opponent, and they're both in zone right now. We'll see how this stacks up. 20 for Yoshimi coming out ahead on that. Wow. Right, the buildup of garbage from all those line clears plus that zone, just Yoshimi taking that one with authority. So
wow.
Best of 9. So it's first to 5 in this series to win it.
And Kibi was so close to another perfect clear.
Didn't have the hold chamber with a long bar in it. Otherwise, that could have been a perfect clear.
Yeah, Yoshimi actually prevented Kibi from getting the perfect clear by sending just, a couple of lines of garbage.
So yeah, Yoshimi just showing off some speed there, almost has, okay, so Kibi's got zone charged. See if she pops it. Set it for a T-spin. Okay, Yoshimi pops zone first. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18.
Ooh.
Still 18. Didn't. Interesting.
So close. Almost got it.
Almost got the curve twist.
Yeah. Kibi's now forced to there's the curve twist for Kibi.
Boom! Curve twist for Kibi. There it is. Our first curve twist of Connected 2021.
Wow. And Ultimate Tris into a curve Tris. That's Kibi literally said, I'm going to one-up you.
Kibi, super strong, making a statement with that curve tris. But Yoshimi is charged for zone. There's no garbage in the queue. So it's going to be all attack. Let's see how Kibi handles this. Also has zone charged now.
Yoshimi with that misdrop. Kind of
that's not going to be a very big.
Wow. That was a really clever solve. 19 lines to a perfectress.
And Kibi now popping zone. Definitely trying to get rid of that garbage send that Yoshimi's built up there, and manages to take it away with a perfectress. But yeah, Yoshimi building back up, using that speed. Already has half zone charged.
Yeah, we're kind of getting to the later stages of zone battle where it's a little bit more difficult to charge up zone. And
so, yeah, the 60,000 point threshold for the third phase of zone is key, because the garbage becomes messy garbage.
Yeah, really it's going to keep both of these players on their toes and force them to have to down stack, which, you know, I guess is more of an emphasis on your ability to down stack out of these
down
certain
stacking combos can actually help you sometimes, and that becomes more of a factor here in the third phase.
It looks like Kibi not going to be able to get rid of too much. And oh wait,
here's
this is looking deadly.
Now, so down stacking and combo. Let's see if Kibi Kibi's got to get topped out there. So Yoshimi takes another round. So now Yoshimi.
It's a really excellent game.
Yeah. No, we're seeing like some different strats and some really cool setups. It's already very exciting. We've got to see the curb twist.
It's like Kibi was not able to get a perfect clear bag, so she's just gonna have to go for some kind of elevated Tetrises here. And oh, Yoshimi set up with a T-spin triple there.
Yeah, Yoshimi just kind of building up on top of that garbage there. Has it opened up, turning it into a T-spin well. Hits a T-spin. Has zone charged, pops zone. Kibi counters. 16.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice spin. 19.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but two ultimate
tricks on both. Yeah.
So zone effectively canceled out by each other. Ooh. Oh, Kibi
dropped by Kibi. And yeah,
wow.
Yoshimi with the quick garbage tops Kibi out and takes the third.
I think she thought that the TP's locked in, tried to move the piece over, and it wasn't locked in yet.
So yeah, so zone is best of 9, which means it's the first player for 5. So 3 out of 5 down for Yoshimi. Oh, there's a perfect clear.
Kibi utilized the garbage against Yoshimi to get the perfect clear.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if clean garbage gets sent, and that's what's going to happen early on in the game, you're going to see that happen more. Sometimes you just keep that the long bar in the hold chamber, you can do it.
Kibi was able to get an early zone pop off, so now it's important for her to try and get as much zone meter built up right now, as Yoshimi kind of a really clean zone board.
Getting T-spin in there. 17. Let's see if Yoshimi can pull off here. Waiting for something.
Yeah, there it is, another 20.
20.
All right, so Kibi
has zone.
Yeah, it was real important for Kibi to get that zone meter while Yoshimi was going in zone mode.
Yeah. So that buys Kibi some time. Saves off most of the garbage, but some of it still was able to attack. But since it's clean garbage, gets to kind of just clear it down and back down to the bottom. Okay, but Yoshimi almost has zone charged. 3/4 now.
I will say, Kibi is doing a fantastic job of trying to put herself in a position where she's able to counter zone.
Yeah, getting that zone charged up fast enough to be able to survive just that bit longer is critical. But yeah, Yoshimi hitting zone now. Gets it up to 18, 19, 20.
So now Kibi
pop zone.
And yeah, Yoshimi has already passed the 60k threshold, so we're gonna start to see that phase 3 again.
Yeah, interesting that Kibi getting hit by that rough garbage now. Dirty garbage now having to do down stacking, and when you get caught down stacking, you can't attack, and it's harder to charge zone.
And Kibi's going for a up high zone.
Ooh, that's not going to be very many line clears. Kind of a waste. And that's going to be a top out.
And Yoshimi's been really dominant over these past few games. Even with Kibi getting off of zone first, Yoshimi's just had a higher zone attack than Kibi.
Yeah, so now Yoshimi up by 4, just needs one more game to win this set and the first point of the match.
Kibi can't seem to get too many PCOs or perfect clear openers. She's set up for it each time, but then it's not the right sequence of pieces that is needed to get it to happen.
Yeah, another desperation zone there by Kibi.
Oh,
And only getting an Octotris out of that. And Yoshimi pops zone again. Kibi won't be able to counter unless something happens right away. Okay, that's enough for half a zone meter. But with 18-20 now coming from Yoshimi, Kibi's going to have to do something to survive here.
it looks like Kibi's just gonna, receive the garbage and I get pop in zone up here. Ooh, T-spin, Tetris, another Tetris.
Nice 20.
Nice ultimate.
Good counter. Yeah. So now Yoshimi hitting his own again.
And
only getting 10
time.
So this is Kibi's chance to get back in this.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, there it is. Kibi takes the game.
Kibi takes the round. Yeah, just that the weak zone from Yoshimi, and Kibi's able to take advantage, taking that. So now it's 1-4. But yeah, excellent counter by Kibi there.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Yoshimi is absolutely excellent at disrupting PCs.
Yeah, just sending fast garbage. What?
What just happened?
Yoshimi just made a bunch of line clears that sent garbage in different, like instead of sending a large chunk, it sent several alternating chunks, and that really threw Kibi off, and Yoshimi able to take the first point there of the match with zone now being complete. So Kibi will be able to pick the mode now for this next set.
Wow. I mean, it was just all so sudden.
So fast, just like garbage. I was like, we're not in phase 3. Why is there dirty garbage all of a sudden? And that was just Yoshimi making the line clears to make that happen. And if you're not ready for it, then it can lead to a sudden top out like we saw there. Wow.
Just honestly ridiculous. I mean, but also props to Kibi in I believe that was game 5, the game that she took, just being able to create enough lines to kind of buffer Yoshimi's zone attack, and then able to retaliate with his zone and take advantage of Yoshimi's weak zone. Because I mean, throughout the most part, most of the zones that we saw from Yoshimi were, ultimatrices or perfectresses. That was the first time we've seen anything like sub 16 from Yoshimi.
Yeah. So it looks like Kibi's going to be picking Classic now for this second set of games. So let's see if that has that we could take it to a third set and see Classic score and play, or if we're going to be surprised and see if Yoshimi also excels at Classic as well.
I mean, we saw, Kibi Classic is going to be her strong suit, but we saw what T-Flat was able to accomplish with her run up against Kirby. So maybe Yoshimi can do the same and pull off an upset. But the thing is, if Yoshimi wins this, Yoshimi is going to go to the winter finals, and that's going to force the loser to have to win 2 sets up against Yoshimi. And seeing how dominant Yoshimi was in zone battle, that's really scary.
Maybe with the Nest pad holding it up. So interesting, because we're going to get to see another player using keyboard on Classic score attack, which is something we're not too used to seeing. And whether or not they use DAS or if they end up tapping the keys like Zab did last week.
All right, so
seeing some tapping.
And I mean, sometimes I definitely know that. A couple misdrops for Yoshimi.
Yeah, Yoshimi definitely not acclimated to movement here already, with many holes in the stack. Gonna have to dig. But let's see if they can get warmed up here and see some score here.
Yeah, fortunately, Classic Score Attack is a best of 5, so you do have, you can essentially have a game to, kind of warm up and get into the rhythm. But that's, that versatility that Kibi has. Kibi is used to, classic rule set, and she's been able to transition almost seamlessly.
Yeah, against someone who might be a mainly guideline player, Classic could be their kryptonite. But Yoshimi getting the Tetris there, so burn down all that garbage and is back in position.
Just off to a little bit of a rough start, but you was pointing out how Yoshimi did tap for a couple of pieces, and I know whenever players start out with DAS, because DAS is very intricate, you need to be able to skill stop and get certain pieces in certain locations in order to maintain it. Sometimes if a piece is like in the middle of the board, or you're not confident in your ability to maintain DAS, players might try and just tap the pieces over, kind of like a sort of hybridized style of utilizing DAS.
And it's something that maybe a keyboard player might find to be more intuitive. There's another misdrop by Yoshimi, and Kibi with a misdrop of her own. A little bit of digging going on, nothing too serious yet. Kibi up to a 77,000 point lead right now.
Yeah, Yoshimi has gotten the board under control. They're just looking for the right pieces to start, scoring Tetrises. And there it is. You can go for the safety single to kind of even it out as well.
Yep, so it looks like Yoshimi, definitely in better shape now than earlier in the round. And bangs down another Tetris.
So Yoshimi has finally found the rhythm. That is a little bit... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw the box start to be...
Knocks down 2 quick Tetrises. Interesting, deciding not to fill in the long bar dependency. I know there's definitely two different... Yeah, there's definitely 2 different mentalities you can have when you have a long bar dependency like that and your Tetris ready. And I guess depending on what kind of player you are, some players decide to fill in the long bar dependency so they can better manage droughts, and others decide to, take the Tetris to bring the stack down.
Yeah.
So each has, their benefits and their cons.
I think that giving up a Tetris has more regret attached to it if it has a bad outcome.
Yeah, especially with it being same piece sets, you want to be able to try and utilize as many long bars as possible. And so then if your opponent doesn't utilize a long bar, you'll be able to capitalize.
Right. Kibi set up for Tetris. Speaking of droughts.
Seems like Kibi, was
covered it up just at the wrong time. Wonder if they programmed a mini NES inside of the Tetris Effect connected engine to dish out that brutal RNG. Boom, Tetris for Kibi, finally getting the long bar after uncovering the well. And boom, Tetris for Kibi again. Now Yoshimi, having to cover up the well a bit. Let's see if Yoshimi gets a dirty Tetris over on the left side there, really maximizing all those lines. You can cover up your well and then burn off those lines, but if you burn it off with the Tetris, you really don't lose any points.
And the lead really hasn't changed. Kibi was able to grow it very slightly, so Kibi is off to a 95,000 point lead. But we still have 19 to see, and all it takes is, one bad level, and if Yoshimi is able to capitalize, Yoshimi can catch right back up.
And speaking of level 19, transition is coming. We're within 10 lines now for Kibi and not far behind for Yoshimi. So we'll see how these players perform on level 19, championship speeds. Boom, Tetris for Kibi. Now 1 Tetris away from level 19 transition.
Yoshimi knocks on the Tetris, but has an eyepiece dependency. It looks like his I'm going to decide to just burn this all the way out.
So yeah, Kibi with a 500. Yep. Yoshimi Tetris has a Kibi with a misdrop there. The left side's going to be a problem. Needs to get the right side burned down. And it can't. Doesn't get the long bar over to the right and tops out. So now we have a chase down situation. Yoshimi has a minute and 50 seconds or so to get 92,000 points. Shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see if getting used to these level 19 speeds becomes a factor or not. So far, so good.
Unlike normally in classic, regular classic Tetris, there is a timer, and Yoshimi can't. Normally, you could line this out to level 29, but with there being a timer, it's going to take longer for you to get all the points required by lining out. So Yoshimi has to get Tetrises here.
Yeah, be aggressive. And here we're seeing the keyboard tapping. We're not saying about tapping on the keyboard. There it is.
All right.
Definitely not a DAS keyboard player.
Yoshimi just needs a couple pieces. There's a minute left around, still around 3 Tetrises and change. Yoshimi's almost down all the way at the bottom.
Just needs 2. 52 seconds to go.
Yoshimi set up, but oh no, complications.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. Needs
Where's
that
the long bar?
Now. There's one. No, hangs it.
Oh.
And Kibi's going to take that round. But yeah, you really have to kind of gamble and not misdrop to be able to live long enough to use that long bar. Yeah, that time just wasn't able to use it in time.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing that normally we don't, in high level play, we generally don't see the timer come into impact like that. But with Kibi with almost 100,000 point lead and it happening right at the beginning of transition, Yoshimi was forced to have to score Tetrises instead of taking their time lining it out to, the later levels.
Yeah, although with only a couple of Tetrises and over a minute to go, or a decent amount of time, surviving to get them is still probably the priority. You don't want to top out. I mean, I'd almost rather time out than top out. Slightly less depressing.
But much better start for Yoshimi.
Yeah. Yep, no misdrops yet. Both playfields are clean.
And really smart placements as well. Separated by around a single and some pushdown points.
Yep, sometimes you just need that first game to kind of get warmed up. And even among, the best players in Classic Tetris, sometimes it takes a few games to really see their true potential and momentum.
Definitely. And a lot of interesting setups over here for Yoshimi.
Yeah, probably wanted the box earlier.
Yeah, it also looks like they tried to go for a J spin, but was unable to kind of get it to fall through. So neither player actually in position to score currently. Yoshimi might be able to dig out sooner, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like Kibi was kind of going for a center well, but then had to bail on it. And is now just kind of burning with some doubles out of that. But is now set up for the center well Tetris. There it is. Boom. Center well Tetris for Kibi.
And boom. Regular well Tetris for
Yoshimi. Yep. And a lot of holes forming a Kibi stack. See how Kibi gets out of this. Probably just turn that into a roof to burn it off.
It's the best way to kind of attack this particular situation. Would love to have gotten an LP sooner. It seems like the pieces are a little bit rough around this point in the game, as both players seem to be getting into certain situations. But we also do kind of like to see players deal with rough sequences, because it also shows their versatility and their ability to get out of and handle pieces that might not necessarily be ideal for their stack.
Yeah. Ooh, Yoshimi trying to dump stuff over to the left, create some holes, but manages to get the long bar. But that's dangerous, because if you seal off your left side and aren't able to burn down on the right, then that could be fatal. So you should be now long bar dependent on both sides. And just to burn it down, still needs another long bar to cover the left, and does. Doing a little bit of digging. Both players now kind of in a bit of a dig. Yoshimi up by 56,000 points.
Yeah, Yoshimi made another couple misdrops, just one piece away from getting out. But Yoshimi does have the lead. So as long as Kibi continues to get in this dig, Yoshimi should be able to maintain the lead. But hold on, this left side's looking dangerous.
Yeah, it's kind of dependent there, needing to clear it out before it gets worse.
Ooh, is that a dirty left well?
Yep, dirty left well Tetris for Yoshimi. Very nice. Really maximizing the efficiency there. There's and another one. Boom, dirty Tetris for Yoshimi.
Wow.
Yoshimi being super resourceful with the setups there. Just taking those Tetrises. Look at that. Set up for another one. Needs a tuck to get it, but opts for the triple instead. Was hungry for a Tetris, but ate the triple. Oh, here we go again.
Hungry for a dirty.
Master of building the dirties here, but once again, takes a triple.
Some very smart discipline burning, though.
Right.
Like, even though Yoshimi is setting up for these dirty Tetrises, the burning to get them is very disciplined. And as a result, Yoshimi is up by 140,000 points and is going to knock down another Tetris.
Wow, that is some expert well building and, building Tetrises on top of, a well in order to maximize every line that you can, because otherwise you're going to be burning them as non-Tetrises if you don't do that. But not too often do you see a player just able to set that up just on the fly like that and also do it safely.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, Quaid's kind of center well style, where that's, Quaid's thing is to have a well that he can score from anywhere. And Yoshimi is kind of demonstrating that, as well as the discipline side of what you'd expect from like any of our veteran players in the classic Tetris scene.
Yeah. Okay, Kibi almost digging back out of that situation. Is now set up to score.
There's transition for Yoshimi and a slight misdrop. 200,000 point lead though. Well, now down to 178 after that Tetris, but a massive lead, especially going into 19.
Yeah, keep a slight misdrop there, taking a triple now. So yeah, that's just going to allow Yoshimi to take more advantage of an already big lead.
Yoshimi now Tetris ready. But
let's see what Kibi does here. Is Kibi gonna build? No.
Ooh, okay. The drought almost got really dangerous for Yoshimi.
Okay. And Kibi taking a bunch of triples. Really just not able to get set up to score here. It's a couple pieces away. Would have really liked to box there. Takes another triple. Okay, so now Kibi once again having to take doubles.
As long as Yoshimi can keep this up and survive, and
misdrops. And Kibi just kind of, after misdropping the L there, just tops out.
I believe that was 9 high, and you can't get anything over with dash.
And Yoshimi's gonna take that one. ASS. You know what that spells? 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, 1-1 now.
And really, Yoshimi just turned things around, played absolutely amazing level 18 Tetris.
Yeah. The first round you didn't really get to see that, but yeah, Yoshimi really displaying prowess, now on multiple types of Tetris. I mean, you all kind of assume that would be the case, but until you see it, then that's left to question.
Yeah. And it's just Kibi was kind of always in a state of constant burning in the last game. She really couldn't get out of it. Was a perpetual dig. And ooh, T-spin for Yoshimi.
That's, yeah. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of these kind of like flat misdrops by Yoshimi. I mean, maybe they're not misdrops. Maybe they just want to burn the long bar in an efficient way. But that's not the first time I've seen that setup.
This is looking a little bit rough for Yoshimi.
Yeah.
Yoshimi's going all in.
Need that long bar. Oh, doesn't.
Wait.
Needs another
didn't
one.
Rotate it. Makes an adjustment.
Still needs a long bar. Okay. This is going to be tough.
Oh, I can't get it open.
Mountable.
And yeah,
Kibi's got to take that round. Can't get anything over to the left. Even a roller, I think, would have trouble surviving that.
Just really tough game for Yoshimi right there.
Yeah, Kibi taking that round, so now up 2-1. So Yoshimi needing to win this one to stay in this set, but Yoshimi having a point from the previously played game in zone. So if Kibi wins this one, we'll take this set and we'll go to the third game, which would be classic or non-classic score attack. Sorry, regular score attack or guideline score attack will be the third game in this triathlon match.
Yeah, and you brought up, Yoshimi tends to have a lot of flat placements, and definitely you can see it's sort of like in the playstyle to go for more delayed burns. As generally, if you don't have a piece that you necessarily want at that period of time, the best way to handle it is burn it off. And setting up a delay burn allows you to kind of do so without kind of putting your board in necessarily an awkward stack.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, a lot of Yoshimi's playstyle is a little bit unorthodox, setting up those dirty Tetrises. You have a well and then you cover it up, but then turning that what would have been garbage to burn for anyone else, it turned into Tetrises for Yoshimi, like magic.
Yeah, actually, really nice cleanup by Yoshimi. Yoshimi did a spin tuck with an L. Not sure if it was on purpose or accidental, but it ended up creating these awkward gaps. And as a result, Yoshimi is having a burn. And Kibi is taking quite the advantage here.
Yeah, 74,000 point lead. And yeah, Yoshimi still with some holes in the stack. They're going to have to dig just a bit. Nothing insurmountable, but just allowing Kibi to get a more solid lead here. Kibi choosing to do that spin there. Sets up for a tuck, now with a clean play field.
Yoshimi is set up for a left well and knocks it down.
Nice. Yeah, Yoshimi really resourceful with the play field here, getting Tetrises whenever and wherever. Kibi's lead growing now to 113,000 points.
Maybe that might be how Yoshimi has to play. He understands that his opponent is really strong in Classic and is likely to utilize the long bars when they... Oh, hold on. This left well.
Oh, gets it over. Yeah.
And there's another one. Okay.
Yoshimi.
But, Yoshimi's kind of being forced to play like this because Kibi is stronger in Classic, presumably, as that's where her main background comes from. So being forced to have to go for all these setups and go for these dirty Tetrises to utilize every single long bar that they can, that might be what Yoshimi's forced to do.
Yeah, some more misdrops by Yoshimi there. So they're going to be in a dig for a bit more. Kibi in position to score. Boom, Tetris for Kibi. Now up by 150,000 points. Halfway to transition.
All right. So looks like Yoshimi's going for... Oh,
what? Oh. That was...
Okay. Yoshimi is going for...
That was, stream lag or something, but
Yeah, it just looked like a misdraw. Anyways, Yoshimi's going for kind of some row 2 action, which row 2 in itself isn't necessarily too over aggressive, but you do got to be mindful. Because you are given 1 row less to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that was some kind of spectator rollback or something.
Yeah, actually, another thing I noticed Yoshimi does is they set up a lot of overhangs.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of things that, maybe looking like misdrops might not be misdrops. So, could be some, fourth dimensional thinking there by Yoshimi. We love to see it. I like seeing different styles of play, even different styles of thinking. Thinking outside of the blocks.
Nice adjustment over there by Yoshimi. Question is, do the right pieces come to accompany it? And there it is.
Yep, the L, and then probably, could turn that into a well of some kind. Okay, it opts to burn the triple off the top. Yoshimi,
we're nearing the transition, and Kibi has a 200,000 point lead.
Yeah.
So even if Kibi were to top out early in transition, 200,000 points is
that's a lot to make up.
There's a lot to make up in 2 minutes.
That's true. Here we have that possible insurmountable by time lead. I haven't seen a match in this tournament yet go to a timeout from a chase down, but it could happen.
All right, so Kibi transitions at a 480. Yoshimi transitions at a 264. Man, this is a really tough situation for Yoshimi.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna be rough. So, time to bust out the good play on 19. Ooh.
All right, has to take that triple.
Probably changed their mind on that and wanted to move that over to the right, but didn't make it in time. So yeah, Kibi just continuing to score, 200,000 point lead.
Really, what Yoshimi needs is he needs Kibi to survive as long as possible. Because the longer Kibi survives, and the longer that Yoshimi survives,
right, the points are worth more on these higher levels, and the deficit just naturally gets reduced just by playing.
But the points are worth more, Yoshimi's going to need less Tetrises in order to achieve, say, a deficit. Because 200,000 deficit starting at level 9. Oh, hold on. Oh.
Nice flat burns. That's what you need to do.
All right. Great pieces. L or J.
Oh, no.
Passed up an opportunity to burn.
First. Yeah, because you need to bring down that left side to make it less dangerous, and that's going to be fatal. I don't think anything can be over, and Kibi's going to take that one with authority. Taking the set, so we're going to be going to a third game variation. Huh. I didn't think it would allow a Mullen for that long. I guess it gives you... I guess that might be a setting, and they didn't set it to end it. Oh, I see. So yeah, apparently in friend matches, it allows you to play past the timer rather than just immediately stopping the match, which is what we saw last week in Classic Score Attack. But I guess they must be friends. That's all good.
Yeah. So, friendly reminder, you guys should definitely go check out Enhanced Experience on Twitch, where Green Tea and Suki are restreaming this in Japanese.
Yeah, they're doing commentary in Japanese, getting the whole world connected to watch competitive Tetris. Green Tea, of course, being key part of Tetris Effect Connected development and getting things like Classic Score Attack implemented into the game. So big shout outs to Dream T, commentating with Suki over on Enhanced Experience.
Of course, Green Tea is just an insane Tetris player in general, too.
Yeah, and apparently taking up rolling now. So we'll see how Green Tea does in the competitive scene. It's going to be very interesting seeing one of the masters of DAS, one of the absolute masters, maybe the best in the world at the quick tap, doing it in high level play and competition in memorable moments that we've seen over the years. So Green Tea taking up rolling, which is, the new controller play style where you drum your fingers on the bottom of the controller to initiate faster movement speeds. And now Green Tea is going to be practicing that style. So things are going to be shaking up.
Yeah. I personally want to play Green Tea just one good DAS match. I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
People lining up to play Green Tea. You love to see it. I hope it happens. Whatever the context is, right? Like, people just want to see Green Tea play. They just love, especially in the CTWC matches, or even here in Connected 2021. We had him here as the final boss, literally our final boss last year for our exhibition tournament. And he was our final boss, and love just seeing that Green Tea smile on the screen. It's just infectious, makes you feel good, seeing someone having so much fun playing the game. And of course, many memorable moments back when we had live events, especially like 2019 and having just those great moments and his reactions to everything happening, and just a lot of fun for everyone.
Yeah, he's also surprisingly tall.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody says about people in the Tetris community, is you never know how long the long bars are until you see them, standing up in person. People have different heights and stuff, so yeah.
It wasn't cool. Until when I was coming back from Portland, I was looking through my pictures, and I took one with Green Tea. I'm like, wait a second, he's actually kind of close to my height. That's kind of wild.
Okay, so we're gonna go over to, hopefully this will work. We're gonna get switched over to this video. Let's go.
One of the first formal studies of the phenomenon was at Harvard Medical School in the year 2000.
Participants played the game for 7 hours each, spread over the course of 3 days.
Remarkably, 63% of the participants, almost 2/3, reported seeing imagery from the game hours after they finished playing, often just as they were falling asleep.
Blocks. They all saw blocks. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget. We're all connected in this love. There is no end in sight for us. We're all connected in this love.
So yeah, we're back, and we're going to be going to see Score Attack, non-classic Score Attack, coming up here with this third set. We haven't seen a triathlon set reach the third game or game variation until now. So now it all comes together. It all gets connected. You get to see these players show their versatility in all styles of Tetris play here, both modern and classic.
Yeah, and we've seen, with what Yoshimi did in the first set of our triathlon match in zone battle. Yoshimi is very good at Guideline. However, Kibibyte also is very good. And Kibibyte, I believe, got runner-up in a score attack tournament.
Yeah. So this is like the battle of the runner-ups winning, at their game, right? Like Yoshimi being the runner-up in zone battle, taking that set, and now has to face Kibi going against her game, getting the runner-up place in. So very interesting. So maybe if you were to make an Elo or something of this, maybe Kibi has the advantage here, taking her game in classic score attack earlier, and now here in regular score attack.
Like we saw with T-Flat and Kirby, we're going to see players who try and maintain an ST stack. It's the best way it's kind of like a T-spin generator, essentially.
That's a great way of describing it. And since T-spins are more line efficient than Tetris's, that's what you really want to go for. Although you will see players kind of combining the T-spin setup with a Tetris well, just for playfield versatility. Yeah,
and it's, very important because there is a score bonus for getting back-to-backs. So both Kibi and Yoshimi, they're going to try and do the best that they can to score these back-to-back T-spins and Tetrises to kind of, build up the points.
Yeah, actually, keeping a rhythm of back-to-backs going. I think we mentioned earlier that there should be like a back-to-back counter, and maybe that's one of those suggestions we can have for Enhanced to kind of really hammer home that that's one of the things you want to do, and will be rewarded in score if you're able to pull off successive back-to-back T-spins and Tetrises.
So looks like ST stack got broken early by both players. Mm-hmm. Yes, T-spin
set
triple.
Up for T-spin triple well for Yoshimi there. We're gonna see it. There's a T. Boom! T-spin triple for Yoshimi.
And wonder if Yoshimi, all right, just gonna tuck it underneath. And Kibi, wow. Yeah,
Kibi was kind of struggling with getting the piece oriented for that solve there. But
the T-spin doesn't clear any lines. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, because Kibi needed like the long bar first to fill in that gap to complete it. So things not quite working out for Kibi's setup right now.
Wow, that's
tries to get a T-spin set up. Has a long bar well built, gets the Tetris, opts to go for some Tetrises there to maintain the back-to-backs. But that's the way you got to do it. You want T-spins, but if you'll take Tetrises, then that's better than having to burn non-Tetrises. So yeah, Yoshimi looking to build for T-spins. Get that setup going again. Get the T-spin factory open for business. And Kibi is starting to do the same.
Kind of disrupted with Yoshimi's T-spin factory.
Yeah, now I'm having to just make some Tetrises to burn it back down, and having to take a single there, breaking the back-to-back combo. So we gotta take a little bit of a score hit there. Scores are neck and neck, though. Kibi was up a little bit just a while ago, but overall, this is pretty competitive, pretty close game here.
Nice hold over there by Yoshimi. Man, Kibi's
way high.
Ceiling.
She's got this guideline, but yeah, I mean, yeah, one wrong move, one lockdown happening when you don't want it to happen, and you can have a top out.
All right.
Ooh, can you get T over to the left? Okay. She does, and yeah, just waiting.
Oh man, the aggression!
Yeah, just waiting, holding out for that the next T in the bag to come. At that point,
the aggression is paying off.
Yeah,
she is keeping up with Yoshimi, who's been keeping a clean board. But man.
Super interesting to see. Okay, now the levels are starting to go up.
Yeah, Yoshimi is behind by 10 lines, which is enough for 5 T-spins.
Yeah, actually, in this variation of the game, a 10-line differential really goes a lot. You get more mileage out of it because T-spins play such a bigger factor than Tetris's do. So, yeah, 5 T-spins for 10 lines.
All right, nice. And look at that. Wow. That amazing back-to-back T-spin and Tetris combo by Yoshimi puts Yoshimi up 150,000 points.
Yeah, wow. That did count for a lot.
The issue is, even though Kibi has a clean stack, this is, Tetris setups, which they do provide the same amount of score as a T-spin, but it costs more lines, and Yoshimi has been able to capitalize.
Yeah, in a close game, that's going to make the difference. And these players are both so good that they have to make the most out of every line. Okay, so Kibi getting that E-spin going for a second there is now starting to build that factory again.
Yeah, same with Yoshimi, which that's just bad news for Kibi.
Yep. 100,000 point differential. Level 24, so we're approaching kind of like the point, around level 29, 30 is where kind of players are going to end up ending their games just because a lockdown becomes so chaotic that usually a fast top out will happen once it gets that fast.
This is impressive. Both players are able to go back into ST stacking, and Yoshimi kind of on a roll here.
Mm-hmm.
This is...
Yeah, Yoshimi really getting their rhythm, really playing how you need to play it, taking some triples and Tetrises there, getting back down, maybe looking at the lines and the speed, trying to prepare for the long haul. So they've been here before. Yeah.
Because it becomes a lot harder to maintain that ST stack when we talk about speeds of like level 28 and 29.
Yeah, the lockdowns are going to happen so fast that you can't get those setups like you usually do. There it is. It's almost like an instant lockdown here at level 29.
Yeah, there you go. That's our first 30. Level 30 for today.
Yep. This is as far as it's going. Wow. Look at that movement.
And Yoshimi...
If you keep the piece moving, you get just a little bit more time to move the piece.
Come on, one more line. Level 31.
Wow, level 31.
Oh, but Kibi...
that's a competitive record for here in Score Attack. Level 31, 224,000 point lead. There is a timer ticking down.
Oh. And Kibi gets more lines than Yoshimi, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah. But
impressive.
Double level 31.
Hey, man, double level 31. And 200,000 point difference. So really that efficiency going for the T-spins played a factor in that.
Like, absolutely insane. Just Yoshimi able to maintain that ST stacking throughout almost the entire game. There was a point where both of them had to get out of it, but Yoshimi was able to recover, which, made all the difference.
So since this is 2 out of 3, Kibi's kind of in championship point situation here and has to win this round to stay in the tournament. Or no, sorry, to stay in this in the winner's bracket. As this is the third set in the triathlon. We've had Classic Score Attack, which was won by Kibi, and Zone, which was won by Yoshimi earlier on. So this being the third game style in the match.
Yeah, and here's a T-spin triple set up for Yoshimi.
Gets it. Boom, T-spin triple for Yoshimi. And Kibi, once again, kind of taking some Tetrises here. Still looking to get that T-spin factory opened. But nope, just gonna have to go with the Tetrises for now. And Yoshimi with the T-spin factory open for business.
Just waiting on the T piece, and there it is. Ooh, there's a second one. So
went for the factory workers to show up, and they have. Here they are.
So
He's lined up. There's one.
He should be taking an early lead.
It's churning out those T-spins and then taking that Tetris when you have to. Maintaining that combo. Okay. Kibi looking better for the T-spins now, too. Yeah, that's set up.
All right, Yoshimi gonna have to wait on the eyepiece here. Very nice. All right, nice. All right, Yoshimi keeping it clean. Just really impressed with how Yoshimi is able to maintain this ST stacking pattern despite being up insanely high. However, Kibi also doing a fantastic job herself. It's just those few lines when she wasn't maintaining it.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point differential. Taking too many Tetrises and losing combo. Yoshimi really showing off their skill here with the stacking just so consistent.
It's going to be waiting on another Z piece. There it is. Okay, yeah, looks like Yoshimi's also going to have to take a break from the factory, temporarily close it down.
This is Kibi's chance to catch up. The nice T-spin factory and a long Tetris well beneath, allowing for some versatility in the play field.
We've actually been not necessarily paying attention to the lines. Kibi can get around 6 T-spins, or T-spin doubles.
Right, for being that far behind in lines.
Yeah, so maybe the game could be a lot closer than what it appears to be currently.
Yep, and Yoshimi about to hit that 100 line mark, so things are going to start to get faster. Harder to maneuver things as a lockdown timer is reduced.
And Yoshimi really going for this. Nice.
Nice.
It's a T-spin single. And that's going to result in a few burns there.
Yeah.
So loss of combo. Kibi, on the other hand, looking for pieces to continue to maintain this, and I can't quite gauge where Kibi is at in the game in terms of scoring potential, but it looks like as of right now they're more or less even in potential.
12 lines behind, though.
Oh no, it looks like Kibi can get a lot more than just seeing how much that T-spin was worth.
Oh, yeah. Down to only 100,000 now.
Yeah, but Kibi has to get out. Oh, okay. See what kind of setup she was going for here. Oh, wow.
Ooh, wow.
Wait, is that another T-spin triple setup? She's
Might
waiting
be.
on the long bar.
Will super rotation accommodate that? We'll see. Oh,
There it is.
Boom. T-spin triple for Kibi. Beautiful. Using the rotation system to get that T-spin triple like that.
Yeah, back-to-back T-spin triple. However, now Kibi is having to do some burning, and Yoshimi is back, has opened up the factory.
Factory's open for business. T-workers, well, didn't show up that time for the second one, but Yoshimi looking to continue building it.
And I think Kibi's also back in it again, so It looks like their holiday is off.
But the point lead, Yoshimi actually growing the lead. It was up to almost 300,000 points, but looks like points are worth a lot now. I mean, line clears are worth a lot now, with Kibi being behind
30
the line.
lines.
Yeah, that's a big line difference. Can make up the difference. And definitely with a better board state is Kibi. Yoshimi now in survival mode, being at level 29, and looks kind of like in a mess. Looks like, ooh, some nice clears there to survive. Starting to burn back down. Just down stacking like crazy, which is what you need to do to survive.
Yeah, and Yoshimi, level 32.
Point deficit's now at about 138,000 points. 100,000 points now, so
Come on,
is
one more
catching
line.
up.
Shimi with a level 33. If Kibi can get
Level
one more
33.
Tetris, I think that should be an... Oh, that T-spin does it!
Yep. And Kibi's going to take that round.
Wow.
But yeah, good job by Kibi, just maintaining the aggression, keeping that T-spin factory open a little bit better than Yoshimi that time, and takes it with the efficiency, able to score the points before the lockdown even got to be a problem.
Yeah, but Yoshimi over here being like the 2019 Joseph Saley, level 33.
And you saw that
Actually ridiculous.
clutch down stacking at the end to be able to get it that far too. But yeah, definitely some amazing moments that round. You saw that crazy T-spin triple by Kibi.
Yeah, the double, no, back-to-back T-spin triple.
Yeah, that was extremely impressive. You don't get to. You kind of wonder if that's something they were going for, if it just kind of formed on its own.
Yeah, it looked similar to kind of like how you would set up a DT cannon, but it was 2 T-spin triples instead of a T-spin double into a T-spin triple.
Yeah.
Which was honestly really cool.
Yeah, no kidding. So this is the final game in this matchup possible. It's the ultimate decider. The last match in the last set in the last point. So tournament, or not tournament, but match point here, either way you look at it. And then the loser still able to come back in the loser / second chance bracket.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy, especially since you're going to have to likely, if these two players make it back, you're going to have to face each other and have to go through the same thing again.
Yeah.
And
this is
stamina is a real thing.
Yeah. This has been already quite a ride, just this one match.
And
We've seen so much happen.
looks like Kibi with kind of a fractal setup.
I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. There's one T-spin. Has to take a triple down there.
Yeah, and man, Kibi once again just kind of finding herself in a slowdown. She is behind in lines, and we kind of saw that was a major factor because she was able to be more efficient with her lines than Yoshimi was. In the end, it was able to narrowly overtake the score. So
And yeah, now Kibi having to take taking a lot of Tetrises here. So Yoshimi up by 173,000 points now. Trying to get that T-spin set up is Kibi, but having a little bit of difficulty. Now having to just kind of try to take some T-spins where they can be made. Moving the factory inland. Yoshimi now taking a few Tetrises. Ooh, just Kibi way up high there.
and couldn't quite get that T-spin, and
Yeah.
that hurts.
Yeah, a bit of a struggle up there. Not really seeing the setup you need to score a lot. And Yoshimi almost up to a 300,000 point lead now. 300, yeah. Lead going up to as high as 330. Yeah,
And Kibi looking for a long bar to continue to potentially get a T-spin double. But man, kind of got a little bit rough on those pieces. Ooh,
Yeah.
there it is. Finally
getting a T-spin there.
and nice little sneaky Z-spin.
Yeah.
Those are some of the most satisfying guideline spins that you can do. The ones that can snap like that.
So yeah, Yoshimi.
Oh my gosh, Yoshimi's lead.
Yeah. 454,000 points, the biggest we've seen of this event so far.
However, Kibi is also behind in lines by approximately 20. So
Yeah,
not
having
sure
to.
if it's enough leeway, but it just really depends on if Yoshimi can continue to get those extra points. I mean, we saw them get a level 33. Oh no, Kibi!
Kibi with the top out, just not able to make things work out, and Yoshimi's going to take that match, sending Kibi to the losers bracket against T-Flat.
Man, that's real tough, but we got a nice little GGs over there from Yoshimi. And then GGs
Yeah, we
from-
saw an amazing, just all kinds of drama happen that matchup. And with a curb tris and Yoshimi's like lightning fast play, some quick attacks, early top outs.
Yeah,
And
just quite.
an awesome display of overall Tetris proficiency. That's what you want to see here in a connected 2021 triathlon, the first of its kind. We hope we get to do these, in the years to come. We really hope Tetris Effect Connected becomes a continuous game that keeps getting updated, and we get to keep running events for it. It's really funny that this game of Tetris, our community has been playing the NES Tetris, and we've been having the CTWC for, I don't know, like 12 years now, right? But the game itself is like 30 years old, and it's this old 30-year-old version of the game. And who would have thought that we've been playing this old version of the game this long, and then the level of skill would increase on it over recent years so much. Imagine if Tetris Effect Connected became a game like that too, and 30 years from now, people are still playing it in crazy tournaments like we are for the game that came before.
I mean, it's already crazy. I mean, both the game and the console are older than me. I'm only 21. So it's already, that speaks for itself.